A rifle sold in Canada faces the firing squad. The RCMP confirms to Sun News its sights are set on a gun made by the company Swiss Arms. But Canadian gun owners are firing back. Faith Goldy has more.
An imported rifle is in RCMP sights for possible prohibition. Swiss Arms Classic Green rifles are semi-automatic firearms classified as non-restricted since they were introduced to the Canadian market 12 years ago. But that soon might change, according to the RCMP, who confirm a review of the rifle is now underway. And that review might lead to reclassification, prohibition, and possibly confiscation. Swiss Arms owners say that's not right.
As an owner of one of the Swiss Arms firearms, I'm very concerned that this is something that may happen. We certainly know that the legislation is very open-ended, and that's a huge problem that gun owners have known for years, that this legislation really doesn't have any checks or balances or controls. And we're seeing that several times now with other firearms that have already done this, gone from a non-restricted to a prohibited class. So absolutely, as an owner of one of these firearms, I'm very concerned that this is a realistic problem that could happen.
I can't even see impacts.
As a gun owner, it's back to the futility of the law. The law is so badly written, it's got these holes in it. And it's concerning as a gun owner and as a taxpayer. Frankly, the RCMP is wasting their time. What's the problem? If these were military firearms, I'm not saying they are, but if they were, what's the issue? Has there been a robbery with these that's somehow more violent than another firearm? So where is the issue? Where's the crime that's not on paper, is what I'm looking for.
While RCMP regularly requires cabinet to reclassify firearms, there are exceptions. If the gun is deemed a variant of a firearm already prohibited, or if it is easily convertible to automatic fire, it can be banned by police. RCMP won't say if that applies to the Classic Green, but if it is deemed prohibited, gun owners will be forced to surrender their firearms or face jail time of up to 3 years.
Trigger obviously right there, safety's right here.
And law-abiding gun owners have been down this road before. Already 6 firearms have been moved from the non-restricted to prohibited class under the Harper government.
I certainly hope not, but I fear absolutely yes, there is a possibility for this. Obviously I'm not privy to the conversations that have been taken at higher levels in the RCMP and the government, but we know that, again, part of the problem with the firearms legislation is it's very, very open-ended. We look at, for example, the term variant. What does that mean? Variant is not defined in the legislation in any way. If you look at a car, that's like saying a Volvo is a variant of a Ferrari because, they have an engine and 4 tires and a steering wheel. That's cosmetic, that's furniture. There's nothing that makes these firearms that we own the same as military-issued, fully automatic firearms. It's just ridiculous in my mind that this is something that's even a possibility that could happen. But we've seen it happen, and therefore I'm obviously very concerned about it being an issue.
Now, gun owners wait to see if their firearm is the next target on the RCMP list. Faith Goldy, Southwestern Ontario.
All right, Faith Goldy joins us in studio now with a brief recap. So, Faith, how many gun owners can potentially be affected by this?
Great question, Anita. To be honest, since they abolished the long gun registry, we don't quite know because these are non-restricted rifles. They've been on the market for 12 years, Anita. It could be in the thousands.
Wow. Tell me about a buyback program. Would that be enough to, say, placate gun owners?
Yeah, absolutely not is what they say.
Okay.
First of all, these are over $4,000 a piece, plus the bells and whistles. Are they going to pay back for the scopes? Are they going to pay back for the magazines that are uniquely fitted? And not to mention, some of these are actually collector's items. So certainly not, no.
What about, are there other firearms that the RCMP may be looking at as well?
Yeah, that's a great question. What we're hearing now is the Chris Vector might be even next. RCMP, waiting to hear back from them. Please answer my emails if you're watching. So that might be next on the firing list, as you mentioned.
Okay, you spoke with quite a few gun owners, and it's an understatement, but they don't seem pleased at all with the RCMP going down this path.
Yeah, because they should be using cabinet, but instead they're looking to these loopholes. And the question is, do these rifles even qualify to be applicated to these loopholes? And they won't answer those questions. Are they variants? Are they easily convertible to automatic fire? And what does easily convertible even mean? So
exactly.
yeah, a
So
lot
you're
of
going to try to
questions.
get to the bottom of this?
Yeah, and see who else is next.
All right. Look forward to that. Thanks so much, Faith.
Thank you, Anita.